Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. Coming to you live from the Gordon Lozier Athletic Center on the campus of Bellevue University, we bring you the final game of the 2024 Fairfield Inn & Suites by Marriott Bruin Basketball Classic. The home team, the Bellevue University Bruins, 4-2 on the season, take on the visiting Nobel University Knights out of the Los Angeles area of California. The Knights are 0-5. Good afternoon, everyone. Mick Krupski back behind the microphone to bring you this final broadcast. And then we'll close up shop real quickly and turn our attention across town to Bellevue West High School as the Bellevue women's volleyball squad will compete in the opening round of the NAIA National Tournament. So a full slate of activity for you this afternoon on the Bruin Sports Network. The Bellevue Bruins defeated Ozark Christian College last night 77-66 in the opening day of the Fairfield Inn Classic. These Noble Knights lost to Dakota State 92-63. For the Bruins, a great game by R.J. Smith. A perfect 9 for 9 from the floor, acquiring 20 points for the Bruins. Liam Thompson with 12, Willie Williams with 10. 3 double-digit scores for the Bruins. For the Noble Knights in their loss to Dakota State, they had 3 double-digit scores. Seven Ferguson had 12, Anthony McManus had 12, and Maxey Alexandru had 14. So we're in store for the final contest here. Should be a good battle. The Bellevue Bruins, part of the North Star Athletic Association of the NAIA. The Noble Knights, part of the Southwestern States Conference, members of the National Christian College Athletic Association. On the season, the Bellevue Bruins are averaging 76.5 points per game while only allowing 60, so about a 16-point swing in the Bruins' favor. Bellevue shooting 51% from the floor, 38% from behind the arc, and 70% from the free throw line. For the Noble Knights, they're averaging 56 points per game, but allowing 87, so a considerable deficit in the 5 previous games. TJ Fritz leads the Bruins on the season with 12 points per game. Anthony McManus leads the Knights 11.8 points per game. For the Bellevue Bruins, one of the hallmarks of their team throughout the history of Bellevue basketball, especially under head coach Lucas Gabriel, the number of assists per game, the Bruins averaging 18 assists per game and 28 made baskets, so a good 2 to 3 percentage in that statistic. All right, in just a moment, we'll turn it down to public address announcer Ray Quinn, and we'll meet the starting lineups for today's contest. Again, if you would like to be part of our broadcast, you can send me a text message. My number, 402-515-7654.
Number 1, Marcel Galloway. At the other guard, a 6'3" junior from Mount Vernon, New York. Number 2, Jovan Young. At forward, a 6'6" junior from Ramona, California. Number 5, Anthony McManus. At guard, a 6'5" junior from Miami, Florida. Number 7 Ferguson. And at forward, a 6'5" junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Number 35, Pedro Lemmy. The Knights are coached by head coach Lesby, assisted by Keon Coleman and David Rice. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Bellevue University Bruins. Coming into today's game with a record of 4-2. At guard, a 6-foot senior from Fremont, California. Say hello to number 4, Caleb Chang. At guard, a 6'1" senior from Concord, California. Number 11, Christian Carter. At guard, a 6'4" senior from Gary, Indiana. Number 14, Raphael Allen. At guard, a 6'6" sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona. Number 15, Liam Thompson. And the man in the middle, 6'8" junior from El Dorado Hills, California. Number 55, R.J. Smith. The Bruins are coached by head coach Lucas Gabriel in his 6th season, assisted by Nick Geiser, Aaron Havis, and Vinny Belcaster.
All right, thanks, Ray, for the introduction of the starting lineups. Again, for Noble University, Marcel Galloway, Jovan Young, Anthony McManus, 7 Ferguson, and Pedro Lemmy. For the Bruins, Caleb Chang, Christian Carter, Raphael Allen, Liam Thompson, and R.J. Smith. The Bruins in their gray uniforms with purple and gold trim. The visiting Noble Knights in black uniforms with purple and gold trim. R.J. Smith on the opening tip-off against Pedro Lemmy. Ball's in the air. We are underway. The Knights control the opening tap. They'll be moving to the left side on your screen. Again, the Knights in the black uniforms, the Bruins in the gray. Ball into the hands of Anthony McManus, trying to work down the left side. Gives it off to Jovan Young. Baseline drive, tipped away out to the top of the key. 7 Ferguson wearing the number 7. What an appropriate number. First shot by Lemmy. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound on the putback. It's good. And the Knights on top with the opening basket by Anthony McManus. Bruins moving ahead into R.J. Smith. R.J. keeps his balance. They say, nope, not quite good enough. And that turnover, the first of the game for either team. R.J. again with that great game last night against Ozark Christian. A perfect 9 for 9 from the floor. Add in a couple of free throws and a 20-point contest for him. Bruins back on defense. They'll play man-to-man almost all of the time. Here's Anthony McManus on the face of Brutus the Bruin at midcourt. Now moving now to the right side over near the Bruin bench. Bounce pass inside. Lemmy, turnaround move. R.J. Smith may have got a piece of that. Shot no good. Caleb Chang with the rebound. He'll bring the ball up the floor into the hands of Christian Carter. Smith back to Carter. Bruins like to play an inside-outside game. There's the inside. There's the outside. Raphael Allen has his shot deflected. Nice defensive play by Anthony McManus. Quickly ahead comes Marcel Galloway. His shot from the baseline is good. A 4-0 lead for Noble. Noble's had troubles on offense, only averaging about 56 points per game. The Bruins 20 points better. So let's see how Noble comes out. They've got off to a good start, scoring their first 2 baskets. Here's R.J. Smith, a little friendly roll on the rim. R.J., the first Bruin in the scoring column this afternoon. And there's going to be a palming traveling violation. Choose whichever you want against Jovan Young. First turnover against the Knights. Noble University in the Los Angeles area. They have actually 2 campuses, one in Los Angeles, one in Buena Park. So hello to all of our listeners tuning in from the Golden State out in California. The Bruins roster sprinkled with many California natives as well. Here's Raphael Allen trying to work down the lane, left side, nothing there. Again, R.J. Smith on the entry pass. R.J. off the glass and in. When R.J. catches it there about 5 feet away from the basket, he is a force. He's almost impossible to stop with his size. We're tied at 4. About 2 minutes have expired in this opening 20-minute half. Drive down the middle, good pass to Lemmy, and the basket. Credit McManus with the assist and Lemmy with the basket. Liam Thompson spin move inside. Liam with a nice move to free himself up for the short shot. All 3 of the made baskets by the Bruins have come from within 5 feet of the basket. 1 by Thompson and 2 by Smith. Head coach Les Bean in his first year with the Noble Knights, giving directions to his team from across the bench. Here's the drive, high off the glass, and a friendly roll off the fingertips of Anthony McManus. He's got a couple of buckets. Here's Caleb Chang. He's a California native. R.J. Smith, he's a California native. A little miscommunication as that one goes out of bounds. Of the starting 5, 3 of the 5 from California. Chang, Carter, and
number 2, TJ Fritz, number 3, Willie Williams.
And RJ, sorry. 5 fresh Bruin bodies on the floor, including TJ Fritz, Willie Williams, JJ Montgomery, Nigel Wilson, and Deng Jal. So head coach Lucas Gabriel going according to plan. He's done all season long with those multiple substitutions, keeping fresh bodies on the floor. Down the drive, Nigel Wilson got the tip to knock that one away. Ball into the hands of a Knight underneath before TJ clears it away. Here's Galloway coming up the floor. Or excuse me, Montgomery coming up the floor. He's a California native as well from Hayward. Montgomery with the basketball. TJ Fritz come to his rescue. Fritz from the state of Kansas. Nigel Wilson sets the screen. He's from Arizona. TJ off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound. Goes into the hands of the Knights. Quickly up the floor comes Marcel Galloway. Again, we saw him do that just a minute or so ago. That fingertip roll high off the glass for the basket. 10-6 lead for the visitors. TJ Fritz off the mark. Deng Jal crashes, tries to get the board, but it winds up in the hands of Pedro Lemmy. Lemmy from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Quite a few international players on the Nobel roster. That shot off the mark from the wing, cleared by Nigel Wilson. Bruins down the lane. Nice job by JJ. JJ Montgomery with the bucket, the Hayward, California native. Bruin bench giving a little chant from across the way. Head coach Lucas Gabriel in charge, now in his 6th season. Alongside him is associate head coach Nate Geiser, assistant coach Aaron Havis, and volunteer assistant coach I had a brain freeze there on Vinny. Sorry, Vinny. Here's the Bruins. Montgomery over the top of the key, trying to look inside. Wilson in that post position. One-on-one down low, feeds to Tritch. Tritch off-balance shot, but gets a friendly 3-touch bounce off the rim for the bucket. TJ with his first basket of the afternoon. Tied once again, now 10-10. A little light backcourt pressure, trying to take a few seconds off the shot clock. Vinny Belcaster. Sorry, Vinny. Former Bruin player whose career was cut short by injury, but contributing to the program as a volunteer assistant coach. With the basketball, Anthony McManus trying to drive right side, pull-up shot from the baseline. That one's a shot clock violation. Again, good defense by Nigel Wilson. May have got a deflection on that one, and so the ball didn't touch the rim within the 30-second shot clock. It's a violation, and the ball goes to the Bruins. First substitution for the Noble Knights is Sparsh Kodian. Kodian from Dubai, United Arab Emirates. He's come a long way to play basketball in Los Angeles, about halfway across the world. Montgomery with the basketball, working around the screen by Wilson, puts up the three-point attempt. It goes over the backboard and out of bounds. Ball belongs to the Knights. The Knights also have players from Belarus and Nigeria, in addition to Brazil and the UAE, as I've already mentioned. Drive by Galloway, pull-up jump shot. Again, Nigel Wilson, I think that's his 3rd deflection. Ahead to Nigel on the run. A nice defensive play by Jovan Young to knock it out of bounds. Good look ahead by TJ Fritz to see Wilson streaking down the floor, but the defensive play thwarted the effort. Bruins will run a box play on the inbounds pass, 2 right, 2 left. Trying to set some internal screens, freeing open J.J. Montgomery. Montgomery on the drive down the lane. Shot up and shot in. Nice job, nice finish by J.J. on the drive to the hoop.
Basket's going to count. Foul goes against the Knights. Number 35, Lemmy, his
first personal foul against Pedro Lemmy. First team foul against either squad.
He's checking in, number 13.
Peter Obodumu. He's the Nigerian. Lagos is his hometown. He's on the floor. Now he wins the Shiny Shoes Award, a bright kind of a yellowish green color on his footwear. Shot off the mark. Bruins a good free throw shooting team, shooting about 70% on the season. But Montgomery off the mark on that one. Knights set up in the half court, trying to spread it out. Now they try to get into their flow. Ball in the hands of Lemmy. Loses the handle. Nice defense by the Bruins' Willie Williams. Here's Obodumu. Shot from three-point land is off the mark on the attempt by Young. Fritz brings it up the left side of the floor. Bruins running the high post. Open look for Fritz from distance. TJ knocks down the three-pointer. Now 1 for 2 from distance. A little off night last night for TJ. That'll be Knights basketball. TJ almost got the deflection off the hands of Kodian, excuse me, but ball remains in the hands of the Knights. Here's number 9, Maxine Alexeyev. He's from Minsk, Belarus, and TJ is going to get the steal this time. Racing down the floor, he'll get the layup and the foul shot. TJ Groh crashes into the bleachers across the way. looks like he's going to be okay. With the new facility, the Bruins and their opponents won't have to worry about bleachers so close to the floor underneath the baseline.
Checking in, number 11.
Foul goes against Sparshkadian. Bruins have opened up a 17-10 lead with the 7-0 run. Micah Mirix into the game. He's a California native from Fontana. And the Bruins 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. TJ, normally a really good free throw shooter, off the mark there. Again, backcourt pressure, trying to disrupt the Knights from getting into their flow. Here's Obodumu to the top of the key to Alexeyev. Trying to play inside again. Nigel Wilson there on defense. Turns that play, defensive play, into a turnover against the Knights. So Nigel really strong on the defensive end with a couple of deflections on shots and now forcing that turnover. Bruins reverse the basketball into the hands of Williams. And a whistle down low. Somebody's on the grab. The foul will go against one of the Knights. Let's see who. Number 0, Sparshkadian. His second personal, third team foul. Pedro Lemmy checks back into the game, the Brazil native. Bruins with the height advantage against the Knights today. Bruins using a height and size advantage in their win yesterday against Ozark Christians. Bruins got off to a slow start but played well in the second half. Jang Tao with a nice move inside off the assist from J.J. Montgomery. Zhao, this Omaha native. Again, strong defense by the Bruins, disrupting almost a 5-second call. That's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Knights basketball. The shot clock down to 11. Again, strong pressure, denying the end of the pass. It's another TJ Fritz steal. TJ down the floor. They're going to say no, foul on the floor. TJ wants 2 free throws. They say no, foul committed before the shot attempt. So it'll be an inbounds play for Bellevue. Micah Myricks picks up his first personal fouls. 2 subs in for the Knights. Anthony McManus and Marcel Galloway, both of them members of the starting 5, back into the game. Williams, bounce pass inside, tried to get it to Wilson, deflected, and they say off. First off of Galloway, then off of Nigel, so the ball will go over to Nobel. Nobel spelled N-O-B-E-L, but pronounced Nobel, not Nobel like Alfred Nobel, the inventor of gunpowder and the creator of the Nobel Peace Prize. Fresh 5 on the floor for the Bruins. Into the hands of Alexeyev. Trying to work against Smith. Alexeyev, the left-handed shot off the glass, and it's good. His first basket of the afternoon. Now 19-12. That stops the 9-0 Bellevue run. Smith at the high post to the near side to Raphael Allen. Liam Thompson, entry pass to Smith. A nice catch. He's hammered as he goes up. It'll be 2 free throws for RJ.
Picking up foul is number 5, McManus. His first personal foul against Anthony McManus. 5 team fouls against Noble. No team fouls against the Bellevue Bruins. They've been playing perfect defense, very strong defense, as RJ Smith out of El Dorado Hills, California, to the free throw line. First one swoops away. The Bruins 0 for 3 from the free throw line. That's about the only negative aspect of their game so far today through the first 9 minutes or so of play. There's the first free throw to go for the Bruins. Now 1 for 4 from the stripe and ahead by 8 points. Bruins shooting 69% from the floor. Noble shooting 40%. Dribble drive by Galloway. Caleb Chang there to try to obstruct it. Galloway comes up with the offensive rebound. And a fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock for the visitors from Los Angeles. Follow-away shot. That one is no good on the attempt by McManus.
Here comes Raphael Allen up the floor. Raphael going coast to coast with the left hand. Raphael Allen, the senior from Gary, Indiana, on the board for the Bruins. The lead up to double digits. Foul called across the way. That's going to go against Raphael. His first personal, first team foul. Bruins doing a nice job of disrupting the flow on offense for the Knights. Jovan back into the game for the Knights. Part of the Southwestern States Conference and the National Christian College Athletic Association. Shot from three-point land from the corner is good. Knocked that one down by Marcel Galloway. And the Knights get a little bit closer. Timeout called on the floor. 22-14. Bruins on top. First timeout taken by Nobel. Mick Krupski with you this afternoon once again on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. Thanks again to John Schreiner for covering the first game today. In that contest, Ozark Christian College defeated Dakota State University out of the North Star Athletic Association. A mild upset, I guess you could call it. All right, our first text message. Go JJ from Mom and Dad watching from the Bay Area. Very good. Glad to have you guys with us. That JJ Montgomery, the 5'11 junior guard. Hayward, California, to be specific, in the Bay Area. Back to the action. That one's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Bellevue basketball. Quick hands by Galloway to knock that out of the hands of Caleb Chang. A 2-on-1 play. Coming to the rescue, Liam Thompson. And Christian Carter. Concord, California, up in Northern California. Don't know how close exactly to the Bay Area Concord is, or it could be as well. Hello to Christian's family, always listening in, and frequently visitors here as well. Inside to Smith. Smith trying to use his size. That one goes up. That one goes in. RJ is perfect on the weekend. Now 11 for 11. 9 baskets yesterday, 2 more today. Making it 3 today, so he's 12 for 12. Trying to work down the right side is Young. Gets stopped there by Thompson. Shot no good. Ball into the hands of Liam Thompson. Nice job by Liam to grab that pass out of midair. And again, Liam comes to help with the defensive trouble in the backcourt. Caleb Chang, no good. Again, battle for the rebound inside. A lot of arms pulling and tugging inside. That's going to go against RJ Smith. Will pick up his first personal foul. Fresh subs coming in. That second group of 5. Media timeout on the floor as we're under 10 minutes. We're at 9:08 exactly. The Bruins 24 and the Knights 14. You're listening to the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. The final day of the 2024 Fairfield Inn & Suites by Marriott Basketball Classic. Thanks again to Fairfield Inn & Suites for their sponsorship of this weekend's tournament. Dakota State and Ozark Christian both finished with 1-1 records in this classic. Bellevue 1-0, Nobel 0-1. So final game today on the basketball side. Bellevue women have the weekend off. Both the women and men back to action next week. After this weekend's tournament at home, the Bruins will head down to Missouri on November 26th. They'll take on Hannibal LaGrange, a 5 o'clock tip-off in that one. And then on the 27th, they'll take on the home team, Columbia College. That's a 3 o'clock tip on the 27th. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Turkey Day for a nice little holiday break. 9:05 and running in the first half of action. Nobel back on offense. Trying to look inside to Alexeyev. Tipped away by Nigel Wilson once again into the hands of TJ Fritz. The Bruins trying to extend their current 10-point lead. Deng Jal in the corner, pull up. Here's Montgomery. Williams, Wilson, Fritz. I think everybody's touched it on this possession. TJ shot too strong off the board. It goes off his hands and out of bounds in the battle for the rebound.
Nice ball.
Bruins still shooting 69% from the floor. On the season, they've been averaging about 51%, so that's obviously better than average. Only 37% for Nobel. That's just about every look they've had has been strongly contested by the Bruins defense. Alexeyev with the basketball, and bodies on the floor. That's going to be an offensive foul against Nobel. That's going to go against Pedro Lemmy, his second personal foul, the sixth team foul against Nobel, so the Bruins will be shooting free throw on the next foul. Again, backcourt pressure. Montgomery able to clear it. Bringing it up on the right side, keeping his defender at bay with a little forearm shake there. Here's Williams. Now Montgomery once again. The Bruins trying to free somebody up down low. Nigel Wilson gets the basketball in traffic. TJ Fritz, quick release off the front of the rim. No good. Chased down in the corner by Jovan Young. Under 8 minutes before our halftime break. Galloway. Not a lot of movement for the Knights on offense. A lot of guys kind of standing around. Same here as Young tries to do something with it. Spins in the lane. Contested shot by Montgomery. But Jovan Young with the basket, making it a 24-16 game. Quickly ahead comes Williams. Now to Wilson, now to Montgomery. Bruins trying to set some picks. There's a nice give and go. Nigel Wilson gets a shot inside, contested by Alexeyev. And the shot a little bit too short, too low off the glass. Well, with a couple of misses on the last couple of shots, the shooting percentage has dropped from 69 to 58%. That's what can happen. Put a couple of offers. Here's the pass to Alexeyev. Dang Ja with a great block on defense. Here's Fritz leading the 2-on-2 break. TJ has it skip out of his hands. Bruins maintain possession. Here's Wilson at the high post. Shot clock at 20. Fritz shoots off the back iron. No good. A couple of Knights go up for the board. It's Galloway who comes away with it, and he'll slowly bring it up the floor. Again, his head coach, Les Bean, shouting directions. Dion Coleman and David Rice, the two assistant coaches for the Knights. Baseline drive cut up by the imposing presence of Nigel Wilson. Contact made on the shove. Anthony McManus draws the foul against TJ Fritz. For TJ, his first personal.
For the first time for the Knights this afternoon, number 32, Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown checks in. First time for Brown this afternoon. Again, that text message number, if you want to send along your greetings. Contact made. Shot a little bit short. Deng Zhao made the initial stop and then gets the defensive rebound as well. Text message number 402-515-7654. Whether you're a Bellevue fan or a Nobel fan, TJ Fritz in traffic draws contact, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Drew the double team.
His second, team 7.
It'll be Anthony McManus who'll pick up his second personal foul, so 2 free throws upcoming for Fritz.
Step in the line.
Fritz over the 70% mark from the free throw line this season. Having his troubles today, though. 1 for 3 now. 87% free throw shooter coming into today's action. That'll go down a little bit. There's nothing but net free throw.
Into the game for the Knights is number 7.
Seven Ferguson back into the game. 7 wearing number 7 from Miami, Florida. Bruins, again, with that backcourt pressure. Bruins have had the points come few and far between over the last couple of minutes. Only 1 point in the last several. Fall away shot, no good. Ferguson with the putback and down. Quite a few offensive rebounds. 4 to be exact so far for Nobel. That won't make head coach Lucas Gabriel very happy. There have been a lot of opportunities, though, for offensive rebounds as Nobel not shooting very well. Nice drive to the basket by Willie Williams. for the bucket. First basket of the afternoon for Willie. His first shot as well. Off the foot of Young. He maintains the dribble, but it takes about 7 or 8 seconds to get across the half-court line. Oh, just missed by Willems. Long three-point attempt. That's off the mark by Galloway. Tracked down in the corner by Williams. Speed ball pass ahead. TJ Fritz from the corner. Fritz have another one of those kind of difficult shooting nights from three-point land. Deng Zhao comes away with the basketball on the turnover. The Bruins have a 3-on-1. The entry pass from Fritz to Wilson. Great timing, and Nigel flushes it down. That brings all the members of the Bellevue bench off their seats. The Bruins lead grows to 11. Young with the dribble. Wilson on the defense. A quick shot off balance. Kept alive inside on the second chance putback. Another offensive rebound as Jalen Brown with the bucket. And a timeout called. 4:11 remaining in the first half. It's the Bruins 29 and the Knights 20. Oh, no timeout. We're just doing the usual 5 at a time substitution. A couple of guys in for Nobel as well. Thought it was going to be a timeout call, but Bellevue still has all 6. Nobel has 5. Again, backcourt pressure. Again, good recognition by Thompson to come up near the half-court area to receive the entry pass. But again, it takes the Bruins about 6 seconds to get into their offensive flow. Now they're working at it as Bruins trying to set some back picks to open up people inside. There's R.J. Smith, one-on-one inside. R.J. somehow got the shot off. That's his first miss of the weekend, and an over-the-shoulder behind-the-back shot. So he is human after all, after going 12 for his first 12. Into the hands of Ferguson now. Brown. Jalen spin moves inside against R.J. Smith. He'll draw the foul against R.J. and head to the line for 2 free throws. Second personal foul against Smith. 4th team foul against the Bruins.
Knights are going to go to the line shooting 2. Whip.
Jalen Brown at the free throw line. On the season, only 1.3 points per game, his average. Southpaw shooter, off the mark on that shot. Brown, a freshman from Carson, California. Again, the shot, this time finds the range.
And works for the Knights.
And again, double team in the backcourt against Caleb Chang. This time it's Raphael Allen who'll come up to receive the pass and take it across the timeline. Raphael, the Indiana native. Bruins have not had a lot of Indiana guys on their roster over the years, or at least the 17 years that I've been covering them. Here's Caleb Chang, shoots a little bit short. The rebound brought down by Peter Obudumu. Obudumu with the basketball. Now Brown comes up for the pick. Obudumu trying to go around Smith. That's a tough task. RJ stands his ground, gets the rebound, feeds ahead to Christian Carter. Raphael Allen had a look. Pass it up as the Bruins will set into the offense. Halfway through the 30-second shot clock, Caleb Chang will bring it back out to the face of Brutus the Bruin. Drives down the right side, pulls his stop. Open look for Christian Carter. Christian passes it up to Caleb. Caleb to Allen. Shot clock down to 3. Allen, contact made on the drive to the basket. Peter Obudumu will be called for the foul, his first personal. But again, 2 free throws for the Bruins coming up. Bellevue only 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Only 1 for 9 from behind the arc on 3-point attempts. But 52% overall, cashing in on a lot of short shots, especially early on. Raphael gets the first one to go. 3 points for him in 7 minutes of play. And make that another 4 points so far for Allen. Noble gets it in. Now into the hands of Myrick's. Across the half-court line. But again, 10 seconds to even start to get into the offense, and they still really haven't started halfway through the clock. Pull-up jump shot from behind the free throw line. That one is good by Peter Obudumu. Now 31-23, the Bruins have had a lead for most of the game outside of the opening minute or two when the Knights got their first 2 baskets to go, but they haven't been to pull very far away. It's been between an 8 to 11 point contest so far. Timeout on the floor with 2:04 remaining before halftime. The Bruins 31 and the Knights 23. All right, we've got some more texts in the queue. Let's get to them. We are so proud of you, JJ. We're cheering you on from San Jose. Love you, Auntie, Uncle, Preston, and Gianna. So it's the JJ Montgomery fan club here tonight. First 2 texts from his family. Thanks, you guys, for joining us. Go Bruins, get the win. That comes from Deborah. Deborah from the 520 area code. Thanks for joining us. Another day for Bellevue basketball. Bruins, let's eat on the court before Thanksgiving break. Some basketball emojis. Great work, you guys, from the 678 area code. Let's go Bruins from Vinny Belcaster's dad in Chicago. Glad you're with us once again. You were always a fun guy to talk to when you visited during Vinny's playing career. Glad you're doing well, Mick. Well, thank you once again. And thanks for your support from the Windy City. Bruins basketball with just under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Up by 8. Bruins running some time off the clock. A couple of guys breaking to the basket, neither one available. Open look for Caleb Chang from the left side corner, too strong. R.J. Smith with the one-arm rebound. Here's Christian Carter, a little bit too short. The rebound taken down by the Knights, Pedro Lemmy. Knights trying to work down the left side behind Micah Myrick's. Passes to Lemmy. He's kind of drive against Allen. 3-point shot from distance. Knocks that one down. 7 Ferguson with the basket and the point to the Bruin bench. That won't make the Bruins very happy. But the 3-pointer cuts the lead to 5 with 1 minute remaining before halftime. That's the first 3-pointer made by the Knights. R.J. Smith triple team down low. Can't get a shot off, but he can get the pass back out to the top of the key. Shot clock down to 6. Caleb Chang. Raphael Allen. Shot clock down to 2. Raphael trying to get the shot off. He doesn't. It'll be a shot clock violation against the Bruins. As the Noble Knights playing some strong defense over the last couple of minutes to get back into this game with 38 seconds before halftime.
Number 5, Wilson. Number 23, Shaw. And number...
Fresh 5 bodies on the floor for the Bruins.
So back in will be number 9, Alexeyev.
Maxim Alexeyev back in for the Knights. Bruins, a little heavier pressure in the backcourt. Trying to get the trap. With 1 second to spare, the Knights get it across the timeline. There's about 7 or 8 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock, so it looks like Noble's going to try to run as much time off it as they can. Les Bean, the coach, out on the floor shouting directions. He's only about 15 feet behind his team. Turnaround jump shot, shot clock violation. That one's off the mark on the attempt by Micah Myrick's, and so the Bruins will have 7.3 seconds to get the final shot on the half. Here's Willie Williams, bench counting down the time. Williams coast to coast, and he's fouled as he goes in. Tried to split a couple of defenders. One of them grabbed him by the arm to keep that shot from going up. The foul will be called against Micah Myrick's, his second personal. 9 team fouls. Are they going to say on the floor? No, it's a shooting situation. No. Willie Williams, the California native, started his college career at City College of San Francisco. Now a Bellevue Bruin in his first year. Had a great start to his career, 20-plus point outing, his first time he ever donned the Bellevue Bruin uniform in the opener. That was way back against Oakland City University of Indiana. First free throw good, second free throw also. 1.7 seconds left for the Knights to try to get a heave. They'll get the heave, it won't be close. And we are at halftime. Our score, the Bellevue University Bruins 33 and the Nobel University Knights 26. Wasn't a real pretty first half of action, but both teams staying close to each other. For the Bellevue Bruins, 48% shooting from the floor. Oops. And my computer just went haywire. Let me get it fixed here. There we go. 48% shooting for the Bruins to 39% for the Knights. Bellevue only 1 out of 11 from three-point land, 1 out of 3 for the Knights. Bellevue 6 out of 10 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 for the Knights. Only 4 turnovers against the Bruins. That's a great statistic. Only 7 for the Knights. That's not too bad either. The Knights are winning the rebound battle 20-15, including 5 offensive rebounds. Bruins with 6 assists to only 3 for the Knights. Bench points 20 for the Bruins to 7 for the Knights. Again, with the Bruins' depth and the mass substitution routine, the Bruins are going to win that battle just about every time. Points in the paint, Bellevue with 24-16 for the Knights. Individual scoring leading the way for Noble University. Marcel Galloway with 6, 7 Ferguson with 5, 4 for Anthony McManus, Jalen Brown with 3, Jovan Young with 2, Maxine Alexeyev with 2, 2 also for Peter Obadumu, and 2 for Pedro Lemmy. For the Bellevue Bruins, TJ Fritz leads the way with 8 points. RJ Smith has 7. Willie Williams with 4. Raphael Allen with 4. And JJ Montgomery with 4. And 2 apiece for the trio of Nigel Wilson, Liam Thompson, and Deng Zhao. Quick check to see if there's any more texts in the queue. You got it, Caleb, from family, Gloria, Andrew, Jesse, David, Amos, Fiona, Mom and Dad, watching from San Jose, California. Thanks again for joining us on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network this afternoon. Let's give out that text message number once again, 402-515-7654. Thanks for joining me on the broadcast. I'm going to take a couple minutes break here to get a quick drink. And when we come back, more exciting basketball between the Knights and the Bruins right here on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. Don't go away.
Trying to call you, get your attention.
Oh, how you doing?
And I'm saying hello.
I was saying hello to you guys on the broadcast. I didn't see you here, so I said,
we're saying hi.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. The grandparents live here.
Oh, very
yeah,
good.
we were here. So we did the last road trip.
Okay.
We went from San Francisco.
There's a funny-looking guy looking over your shoulder. You better watch out for him.
All right. By way of Dallas, and went out to land here in Omaha, got a car, drove through Iowa, Minnesota.
Welcome back to the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. We are in our halftime break, about 3 minutes or so from the tip-off, or the beginning of the second half. Not a tip-off, only at the beginning of the game, and if overtimes for tip-offs anymore. The Bruins lead it by 7 points, 33-26. Also going on today, we mentioned the women's volleyball in the opening round of the NAIA National Volleyball Tournament. That'll be at 6 o'clock at night. Going on right now, the men's soccer team in the opening round of the National Soccer Tournament, taking on Williams Baptist out of Arkansas. They played regulation. They played 2 overtimes, 110 minutes, 0-0. They're in penalty kicks right now, so we'll try to give you an update on the final of that one. Bellevue men's basketball and Williams Baptist University of Arkansas. Again, back here in our contest, Marcel Galloway leading the Knights of Nobel University with 6 points, 3 of 6 shooting from the floor. TJ Fritz, the leading scorer for the Bellevue Bruins. 8 points for TJ on 3 of 9 shooting. TJ only 1 3-pointer thus far, 1 out of 5. Both teams shooting below their season averages on their field goal percentage. Bellevue 48%. They average 51, so close but not quite. The Knights averaging or shooting 39% today. A little bit under their average as well. Thanks again to Logan Grant working behind the scenes, running the camera and the computer to get us on air. We appreciate all the work that Logan does for us. He'll be joining me on the trot over to Bellevue West High School for the second part of our afternoon as well. The women's volleyball taking on Texas Wesleyan University to determine who goes to the championship round of the NAIA volleyball tournament. That'll be the first week of December in Sioux City, Iowa. All right, let's get back here to our attention with the basketball game.
Want to give everybody a heads up, the Bellevue men's soccer team won today. They are headed to
And the Bellevue team, Bellevue men's soccer team, in penalty kicks, defeats Williams Baptist University and will move on to the next round of the NAIA men's soccer tournament. Congrats to the guys. All right, teams will trade sides of the floor. The Bellevue Bruins will now be shooting at the basket on the left side. The Knights going to the right.
We're ready to roll.
All right, got to re-scramble my papers here, get ready to go, and opening possession to the Bellevue Bruins as we begin the second 20-minute half. Here's Christian Carter. Nice visit with Christian's mom at a halftime break. Into the hands of Raphael Allen, trying to drive the baseline against Seven Ferguson. Raphael, a tough shot in traffic. It's out of bounds. It'll stay Bellevue basketball, however.
We'll stay there with the Bruins.
Bruins on the inbound play. Last touch knocked out of bounds by Anthony McManus. Bruins, 20 seconds. Here's R.J. Smith. R.J., we saw that over-the-shoulder shot in first half, off the mark again. Caleb Chang from distance. R.J. with the offensive rebound. The Bruins will get 20 seconds more. Here's Carter. Drive the side. Chang on the kick-out pass. Rattles, touches, won't go down. Liam Thompson muscles the offensive rebound. So the Bruins, cold shooting, but good offensive rebounding. Here's Caleb, open lane, open look. Here's Liam Thompson, waits, shoots. And a foul will be called. That'll send Liam to the free throw line for 2 shots. Liam may have been a little shaken on that last one. He's kind of bent over, catching a breath. Not sure where he got contact, but he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
It's Thompson shooting. 2.
Liam, a perfect 100% from the free throw line this season, now 9 for 9. And 10 for 10, the announcer's jinx didn't work that time, thankfully. Bruins up to a 9-point lead, just about 1 minute gone in the second half. The Knights back to work on offense. McManus dribbling around, trying to look for an open teammate. Screen down low, ball in the hands of Jovan Young. Shot up, shot swoops away, no good, tipped out of bounds. It'll be Bellevue basketball. Seven Ferguson got a hand on it, but couldn't control it in the battle for the rebound. Back in come Maxine Alexeyev. Carter will bring the ball up the floor. Christian assuming the point guard position. Played a lot of that in his 4 years at Bellevue University, and there's a nice three-point shot right in front of his teammates' bench. Raphael Allen with the three-pointer. Bruins extend their lead back to double digits, now at 12. Raphael with 7 points on the afternoon. Jovan Young shot, no good. Off the mark, Caleb Chain picks it up. Looking ahead, Christian Carter has an open look from three, instead passes it up into traffic. Here's Caleb Chang at the wing. Good ball movement. Now inside them to Smith. RJ uses his size, off the glass, up and in. That's the move that RJ is so very good at. He gets that catch only about 5, 6, 7 feet away from the basket, and then just uses his side to create a spin and a basket. Largest lead of the afternoon for the Bruins at 40-26. Knights have not yet scored in this second half. The Bruins have ripped off 7 in a row. Jump shot off the back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound, won by Christian Carter. Bruins trying to push the ball ahead. Now they'll set up in the half court. Allen made a three-pointer from there just moments ago. Now he'll dribble inside, spins, up, no good. Kept alive by the Knights into the hands of McManus. He'll try to go down the lane. There's the first basket of the second half for the Noble Knights. Moderate-sized crowd on hand here tonight. Not a ton of people have come from Noble, but a lot of youngsters in the crowd today helping to cheer on the Bruins, shaking their pom-poms and playing with Brutus the Bruin. Bellevue basketball on the inbounds play. Sparsh Kadian back into the game for Noble. Again, Noble University in the Los Angeles area. Nice pass inside from Caleb Chang to RJ Smith. RJ now in double digits with 11 points. 5 of 7 shooting for the post player. McManus has his hands on the ball just about every time down the floor. Alexeyev, three-point shot, no good. Christian Carter pulls down another rebound. Back-to-back boards on defense for Christian. He'll drive the length of the floor. The shot didn't get quite a good angle there. Hits off the mark. Knights on the run. The shot off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Tipped around. Shot up. Whistle blows. Fouls upcoming.
Coming against the Bruins. Picking that foul up will be number 55.
RJ picks up his third personal foul. First team foul of the second half, so that'll bring in 5 fresh Bruin bodies. As Sparsh Kadian heads to the free throw line. Again, he's a native of the United Arab Emirates. Short on the free throw.
For the Bruins, it will be
Wilson, Montgomery, Williams, Jow, and Trich.
And Montgomery.
I just created a new name for TJ Fritz. I called him Trich. So, second free throw attempt upcoming for Kadian. And he'll make that first point of the game for Sparsh Kadian. Nigel Wilson. JJ Montgomery, an open look for three. JJ nails it from distance right below our broadcast position for Montgomery. His second three-pointer, 10 points on the game for JJ. Pull-up jump shot in traffic. That one's off the mark, but the follow-up is made by Galloway.
With a nice Galloway.
Knights trying to stay in this one, trailing by 14. Just about 5 minutes have gone by in the second half. Fritsch for three. That one's no good. A rebound taken down by the Knights. Sparshkadian. Bruins put up 77 points last night in their win over Ozark Christian. The Knights put up 63 in their loss to Dakota State. Jump shot short. Deng Zhao will be called for the foul. Got a little piece of the shooting hand of Anthony McManus. He'll go to the line. Only 2 free throws in the first half for the Knights. They've been there a couple of times already in this second half.
McManus is shooting.
McManus 6 points thus far. Makes the first.
Checking back in for the Knights will be number 11, Myrick.
Micah Myrick's back in for the Knights. Bruins have scored in spurts. They had a nice start, they had a lull. They put up some more, they had a lull. Started off this second half well. Here's Willie Williams quickly ahead. His pass deflected out of bounds by McManus. R.J. Smith on the play on the bench, so he's an object of the basketball, whether he's playing or not. Williams assuming the point guard position here to Wilson. To Montgomery, back to Nigel. Bruins perimeter passing. Flat-footed three-point shot. Willie Williams, deadly from there. Willie Williams now with 7 points. One 2-point basket, one 3-point basket, and a couple of free throws for Williams so far. Again, most of the focus for the Knights is the dribbling person out top of the perimeter, and teammates just kind of standing around waiting for something to happen. Nigel Wilson with the stuff. Jovan Young listed at 6'3", which might be charitable. Nigel Wilson at 6'9". Rose to the occasion on that one. And shot clock violation. The Knights unaware that the clock did not reset after that block by Wilson, and they run out of time. Back in comes Peter Obodumu. Williams bringing the ball across that slight pressure. Bruins had an open look. Lucas Gabriel directing traffic right behind Willie Williams. Shot clock down to 10. Williams again for three, short this time, into the hands of Obodumu. Crossover dribble, pass inside, nope, pass outside. Fake me out. Williams got the hand on it to deflect it. The shot off the mark on the attempt by Jalen Brown. Again, good interior defense by the Bruins. Here's Williams dribbling by one guy, dribbling by two guys. A finger roll off the glass and in. Willie Williams has provided an offensive spark for the Bruins over the last minute or two. At the 13-minute mark, the Bruins up by 17 points. Starting to pull further away from the Nobel Knights out of Los Angeles, California. Again, the situation where the dribbler waiting for somebody to help or create. Obodumu almost lost the handle, gets it back. Right before the shot clock, off the mark on the attempt by Young. Kept alive by Myrick's. Shot by Young once again, that's no good. J.J. Montgomery picks up the ball, Bruins ahead. Nigel Wilson streaking down the floor, a little bit mistimed that time. Already has one dunk like that in the game going the other way. Lucas Gabriel talking to his defense. Screaming at his defense more appropriately there. Myrick's drive inside, pass, nice penetration there by Micah Myrick's to start it off, and the finish by Jalen Brown. 15-point lead for the Bruins as we're under 12 to go. Back and forth, Deng Zhao on the drive left side. Deng is going to be called for the double dribble. Just the 5th turnover against the Bellevue Bruins. They've done a good job of handling the ball. But again, the shooting percentage after a nice little streak there is at about 45% for the game. Noble University only 34. Well, this won't be a highlight film for offensive production, but the team's still battling it out. Shot, short, no good. Contact made on the battle for the rebound off the miss of Jovan Young.
Number 11,
Christian Carter will pick up his first personal foul. That's the 3rd team foul against Bellevue. Only 1 team foul against Noble in this second half. Top of the key, pass to Kadian. He'll take the 3-point shot and down it. Sparsh Kadian. 4 points on the afternoon for Kadian. Raphael Allen thought about the shot. Instead, passes it back out to Carter. Bruins trying to reset. Here comes Thompson out for the high post. Allen trying to cut to the side. Open look for Caleb Chang. Caleb with the post and the prayer as that one goes in. So Caleb a little frustrated. His 3-point shots have been off the mark, but nails that one. The shot inside, no good on the attempt by Young. R.J. Smith clears the glass, and the Bruins head the other way. Liam Thompson, open look. R.J. Smith comes down the lane. He's grabbed. Let's see if they'll say a shooting violation or on the floor. More than likely on the floor.
Number 11.
Foul is called on Micah Myricks. That's his 3rd personal foul.
And team second. Anthony McManus, number 5, checking back in.
He's the only Knight on the floor with 3 or more fouls. Back in comes Anthony McManus after a short rest. Bruins trying to clear some space for R.J. Smith. R.J. muscles his way inside. The baby hook is off the mark. Winds up in the hands of Jalen Brown, who had a foot on the baseline, so the Bruins will get the ball back with 20 seconds on the shot clock. 10:35 on the game clock. Bullet pass to the outside. Raphael Allen over near his bench. Smith feeds Thompson inside. Kick out to Carter. Chris drives, shoots, and scores. Christian Carter with a nice move across the lane. For Carter, his 2nd basket of the night. Foul is called on Jovan Young, 2nd personal foul.
Galloway.
Back in comes Marcel Galloway for the Knights as Christian Carter at the free throw line.
The and 1.
Carter makes about 2 out of every 3 free throws, but off the mark there. So he'll make his next 2 just to keep that average at 67%. Marcel Galloway doing some fancy dribbling out front. Now he'll drive the lane. R.J. Smith makes contact. Are they going to say a foul on R.J.? If so, that'll be his 4th. Yep, a lot of fingers held up. R.J.'s number 55, so he'll come out with 4 personal fouls. Nigel Wilson will check back in.
And team Floyd. Cut in half, bring in number 5, Nigel Wilson. For the Bruins.
Kadian to Galloway. The shot misses everything and into the bleachers. Assuming that was McManus on the shot. My old eyes here with the dark black uniforms and then the purple numbers outlined in gold. Occasionally a little difficult for me to see them from a distance. Bruins back on the offensive side. Carter working around the Wilson screen. Thought about a give and go. Instead, kick out pass to Allen. Raphael in traffic, tries to split the defenders. Instead, we've got a tie-up. Possession arrow points to Noble University.
Timeout on the floor, media.
Timeout as we are under 10 minutes. 9:47 remaining in the game. It's the Bellevue Bruins 55 and the Noble University Knights 38. All right, one final call for text messages if you'd still like to join us this afternoon. 402-515-7654. 3 more in the queue. Let's get to them. Let's go Bruins. Basketball emojis. Let's go Ralphie, mom and dad from Sandy Springs, Georgia. Glad you're listening in today. Shout out to the RJ and the Bruins from Mom and Dad living in El Dorado Hills. Is it El Dorado or El Dorado? Something inside me says it's El Dorado, but I'm not positive. Let me know, long A or short A, but glad you're listening. RJ having another strong game. Go JJ from Auntie Judy, listening in Turlock, California. So we went coast to coast on that break. California, Georgia, and all points in between. Bellevue, Nebraska, right in the middle. Thanks, everybody, for joining us this afternoon on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. Mick Krupski back behind the microphone. Will be here all season long. This is my 17th year of covering Bellevue basketball. We also do volleyball and baseball. We try to get some other sports occasionally if we can. Knights with the basketball, working it across the timeline. Trailing 55-38, 17-point lead for the Bruins. That's about the extent of the Bruins' lead for most of this second half. Nigel Wilson with another block on the shot by McManus. Nigel again, strong defense against the drive against Kadian. Raphael Allen with the basketball. Still man-to-man defenses by both teams. We've seen that all game long. Here's Allen from the wing. Fakes, shoots off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay in Bellevue possession. Williams, Fritsch, Montgomery.
And Montgomery.
And Deng Zhao back in. Nigel Wilson will stay on the floor as R.J. Smith with 4 fouls. He'll be sitting out. Here's Montgomery. Bullet pass inside to Wilson against a double team. Somehow, Nigel able to get away from the 2 defenders and put it in for the bucket. Nigel with 4 points this afternoon. Marcel Galloway putting on the dribbling exhibition out to Anthony McManus, who tries to get inside. The tip put back. And I believe that was Jalen Brown that came through with that put back for the basket. Off the leg of Willie Williams on the drive. Good defense by the Knights on that play. Pedro Lemme checks back in for Nobel. Only 6 turnovers against Bellevue, only 8 against Nobel, so the ball's been handled pretty well by both squads today. 8 minutes to go in this one. Kadian loses a temporary. Now Willie Williams picks his pocket. One-on-one, Willie Williams able to keep his balance and bank it home for the basket. Williams hawking on defense against McManus. McManus a shot a little bit too short. Nigel Wilson in traffic pulls down the rebound. 3rd board of the game for Nigel. Here's Williams again. That one's knocked out of bounds, but Willie was knocked on his way to the basket, so he'll get 2 free throws upcoming here. Williams with 11 points, 4 out of 5 shooting from the floor, a couple of free throws as well. He'll get a chance for 2 more. Williams a 74% free throw shooter on the year. Catching a few extra deep breaths before he puts the shot on its way and in. Now 12 points for Willie.
7 checking back in, 7 Ferguson.
7 Ferguson back in. And both free throws converted.
Williams.
Head coach Lucas Gabriel still pacing up and down the sidelines, putting up some fingers for the Bruin defenders. High screen. Working around it is Jovan Young loses the basketball temporarily, then finds a player inside, deflects off his hands against Lemmy into the hands of TJ Fritz. Williams, he's been the hot hand for the Bruins as of late, a little short on that three-point attempt, however. Up the floor comes Marcel Galloway, trying to work around Montgomery. Pull-up jump shot is good. Nice athletic play there by Marcel Galloway to cut the margin to 9 points. Bruins led by 17 a little bit ago. But Noble University still battling hard. Deng Zhao with a nice turnaround move with the left hand. Deng, the Omaha native, knocks that one down for the Bruins. Red shirt last year, playing this year. Jovan Young counters with the basket inside. So still a 9-point lead for the Bruins. Nigel Wilson with the basketball. Open look for TJ in the corner. A little bit too strong. Ferguson with the board, loses it, then gets it back. We're at the 6-minute mark. Bruins up by 9, but again, it's been kind of a stop and start afternoon on offense for the Bruins. They'll put a nice little run together, then go cold. Montgomery is going to be called for the foul here.
Foul charge to the Bruins, number 32, Montgomery.
First personal foul against JJ, 5th-team foul. Noble has 4 team fouls, so 2 free throws upcoming for Marcel Galloway, the Woodland Hills, California native. Off the mark with the free throw.
Check it back in for the Knights.
Both teams shooting 67% from the free throw line. The Bruins with several more opportunities. 8 free throw attempts for Noble, 15 for the Bruins. Second one is good. The lead is now 8 points.
Yeah, makes it work.
One point larger lead for the Bruins than they had at halftime. Bruins running some clock here with the guard weave. Williams trying to get around his defender. Shot high off the glass. Willie Williams with another bucket for the Bruins. 15 points for Willie now on 5 of 7 shooting from the floor. Pull-up jump shot is good. Count that one for Marcel Galloway. Oh, Noble countering the Bruins point for point here. Pass inside to Nigel Wilson. Nigel does a nice job of collecting that in traffic, but can't get it to go off the glass. Noble a chance to cut a little closer. Anthony McManus lost the basket, and they're going to say save possession for Noble. Nigel Wilson, a little shoe tying opportunity here during the stoppage of play. And a shot knocked down. Marcel Galloway continues to impress. Galloway now with 17 points. He pulls his team to within 6 with 4.5 minutes to go. TJ Fritz turns, fires, and knocks that one down. A frustrating afternoon for TJ. Now 2 for 8 from behind the arc. He has 11 points overall on 4 of 12 shooting overall. The senior out of Kansas. Left open underneath. Anthony McManus adds to his totals. McManus now in double digits for the Knights. Bruins have not yet taken a timeout. They have all 6 remaining. Here's Wilson, top of the key. If the Knights get any closer, I would think Lucas Gabriel probably would want to use a timeout or so as we get to the 3:47 mark. Fritz driving the lane, contact made. TJ hits hard on the floor. Let's see which of the 2 Knights who try to defend him will pick up the foul. Either number 1 or 1-1. It'll be number 1. Marcel Galloway picks up his first personal foul. 5 team fouls against both squads now. Fritz at the line for 2. TJ was an honorable mention all-conference player last year. The Manhattan, Kansas native hits the first free throw. TJ averaged 13.4 points per game last year.
Number
A little bit below that now at 12 points per game.
50.
Some fresh bodies on the floor. First time for Emar Vinson. Emar's been bothered by an injury most of the season. Back on the floor here, he's a big presence. And with R.J. Smith with 4 fouls, Lucas Gabriel sends in Emar, the product of Omaha North High School. 3.5 to go. Bruins up 70-51. Drive, nice pass inside. Nice block by Leon Thompson. Bruins on the run. Here's Caleb Chang. And he realizes time is their ally. Doesn't want to force the issue if the Bruins don't have a clear advantage. 70-51, a 19-point lead for the Bruins. TJ Fritz, 3-point shot, winds up on the seat of his pants near the bench. Off the mark. Seven Ferguson, shot, a little floater in the lane, no good. The rebound on offense to Pedro Leme. And he's fouled by the Bruins underneath.
Count the basket, foul goes against the Bruins.
Pedro Leme, the 6'5" junior out of Sao Paulo, Brazil.
16 fouls. Levy is shooting. 2-1.
Go the basket and the free throw. The old-fashioned three-point play for Pedro Leme. Again, the Bruins ahead by 16 with 2:40 to go. Bruins don't have to rush anything. That was probably a little bit too rushed. Knights need to score and in bunches. Nice spin move inside. The shot a little bit too low off the glass. Emar Vincent pulls down the defensive rebound. Ahead to Liam Thompson. Thompson the pass. It goes off the foot of Seven Ferguson. It'll be Bellevue basketball.
Bruins ball back in number 14, Allen.
Raphael Allen comes back in, replacing TJ Fritz. But we've got TJ Fritz and RJ Smith, so using those initials. Here's Emar Vincent. Vincent, nice move inside with the soft touch. The big man puts it down. Emar Vincent with his first basket, the senior, 6'8" senior out of Omaha. Bruins, again with a comfortable lead over the last couple of minutes. The Knights made a little bit of a run there. Jump shot short. Vincent, his second rebound. And under 2 minutes to go, the Bruins will more than likely use up as much clock as they can on every possession. Knocked away, but a traveling violation. Good hustle on defense, but nothing he could do about it. That was Marcel Galloway getting the steal, but sliding across the floor. Kind of hard to keep a pivot foot when you're on your back and sliding. Hey, Bellevue baseball coach Dwayne Monleck's up off the bleachers to towel off the floor, just like he grooms. Well, it doesn't have to groom the baseball field anymore. Bellevue plays on a turf field for baseball, so not nearly as much work as the old dirt and grass fields. Timeout on the floor with 1:42 left. I think Lucas Gabriel called the timeout just so everybody could watch Dwayne Monleck's work. Thanks again to Logan working behind the scene. He's a Bellevue baseball player, catcher. In fact, he was the Conference Player of the Year last year for the North Star Athletic Association. Expecting more good things from you this year, Logan. So, and also the Bellevue Male Athlete of the Year. Wow, you got a lot of room on your dresser for trophies and awards, huh? Bellevue shooting 47%, Nobel shooting 37%. Bruins have made 27 field goals to 23 for the Knights. $14 assists for the Bruins on those 27 made baskets, so a little bit below their average. That's about 50%. Bruins usually 2 assists for every 3 made baskets. Bruin possession underneath, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Over the top to Christian Carter. Working around Thompson, bounce pass inside to Emar Vincent, has it stripped, gets it back. Shot clock down to 10. You hear the Bruin bench in the background chanting down the time. Carter, Chang, 3 seconds. Raphael Allen for 3. That'll be the dagger for the Bruins, 75-54, up by 21 with 1:15 to go. The Bruins coming into today's game at 4-2. Nice effort on the play for the basket
And the answer back.
by Anthony McManus. 1 minute to go. Lucas Gabriel still shouting instructions to his team. We will not have a post-game show today because we need to get the equipment over to the volleyball matchup at Bellevue West for the opening round of the NAIA National Volleyball Tournament. Final couple of possessions. Bruins try to get it inside to Thompson. It goes out of bounds, however, as Leon had the advantage inside. Marcel Galloway shorter, but did a nice job on defense, not allowing him to get to the ball. Could be the final possession for Nobel in today's game. Tipped away by Vincent into the hands of Christian Carter. Nice defensive work, and about a 1 second difference between game and shot clock, so the Bruins can basically just hang on, dribble the ball, pass the ball. As his final seconds wind down, we're at 20. Lucas Gabriel says, just take it easy. And Nobel realizes, hey, we're down by 20 or by 19. We're not going to score 19 points in 10 seconds to win this one. The crowd starting to clap as the Bellevue Bruins win it by a final score. There's the buzzer. Oh, actually, we have 7/10 of a second, so the Bruins just hold it without a final shot. So Nobel will have a 1 inbounds attempt with 0.7 seconds. So yeah, I understand it's the rules, but nothing's going to change here as they get the ball in. And now we cue the final buzzer. 75 for the Bruins and 56 for the Knights. With the victory, the Bellevue Bruins go to 5-2 on the season. With the loss, the Nobel Knights drop to 0-6. The Knights will head back to California. They'll, like the Bruins, continue their play on Monday and Tuesday before Thanksgiving in Fullerton, California. They'll play Hope International on Monday and then the Masters on Tuesday. The Bellevue Bruins on the road to Columbia, Missouri. On the 26th, they'll play Hannibal LaGrange, and on the 27th, they'll take on Columbia College, the host for that basketball classic in Missouri. Let's look at some of the final stats. The Bruins wind up shooting 48% on the game, 38% for Nobel. Bruins 7 for 25 behind the stripe. Nobel only 2 of 7. Bruins 12 of 17 for 71% at the free throw line, 6 of 9 for Nobel for 67%, as some of the Bellevue players having fun with the youngsters in attendance here this afternoon. Nobel wins the rebounding battle 39-34. There were a lot of shots missed, so that's part of the explanation for why so many rebounds. The Bruins win the battle in the paint, 42 points in the paint to 30 for the Knights. Bellevue with 15 assists on the game to only 5 for Nobel. Top scorers for both squads. Got to pull up a different screen here. Sorry about that. Galloway with 17 points. McManus with 12. Other players scoring for the Knights. Young with 2. Ferguson with 5. Lemmy with 5. Kadian with 4. Obadumu with 2. Brown with 7. And Alexia with 2 as well. For the Bellevue Bruins, top scorer today, Willie Williams with 15 points. TJ Fritz added 13. Raphael Allen had 10, so 3 double-digit scores for the Bruins. Other scorers, Caleb Chang had 3. Christian Carter had 2. Liam Thompson had 4. Nigel Wilson with 4. Deng Jal with 4. J.J. Montgomery had 7. And Emar Vincent added 2. Thanks again, everybody, for listening. The Bruins on the road next week for their action. Our next men's basketball broadcast will be on December 13th as Mayville State University comes to town. And that'll be the first game of the North Star Athletic Association basketball season. So basketball fans will be back on December 13th. The other games on the road. You can pick up broadcasts from the universities. They are playing on the road. Again, we want to remind you, congratulations to the men's soccer team. They won their opening round matchup in the NAIA National Soccer Tournament on penalty kicks. And at 6 o'clock tonight, we will be bringing the broadcast of the Bellevue volleyball squad taking on Texas Wesleyan in the opening round of the 2024 NAIA volleyball tournament. That's it. Thanks again, everybody. Lucas Gabriel and crew. Another victory for the Bruins, now 5-2 on the season. Mick Krupski signing off.